Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking. I am extremely excited about this video. You are not even ready. Today I'm featuring a woman who is doing amazing work here in Kenya. So this lady is doing her part in conserving the environment.
Let's turn trash into cash.
So she helps to make, Kenya better. In her own way, she's making the world a better place because she's transforming waste into bricks. Can you believe that? Transforming plastic into bricks. So I heard about this woman first when I was in Nigeria. Maya told me there's an amazing woman doing amazing work in Kenya, and I had to check her out when I came back. And it's been 2 weeks since I came. I've been looking for her. I'm telling you, I've been looking for her. Oh, you know how you look for money, yeah? I've been looking for her for 2 weeks. Thank God I finally found her. This episode will blow your mind. You gotta watch to the end. See how women are doing big things in Kenya. So before I go too far, my outfit of the day. How do I look today? My outfit of the day is inspired by jenga Makers Limited. I'm so happy. I feel like I'm also doing my part just by wearing this. What do you think of my outfit of the day? Leave a comment, let me know. I don't want to talk too much. Let's go and find this woman doing amazing things. Finally, we are in industrial area and I'm so excited. You guys are used to seeing men at work. Allow me to introduce to you a woman at work. A genius brain. Fine. This is in Zambia. So I knew about you from a Ghanaian YouTuber called 𝙏𝙝𝙖𝙣. He told me when you come to Kenya, I need to check you out because you're doing amazing work.
Okay.
So tell us, who are you?
So my name is Nzambi Mate. I'm the founder of Jenga Makers Limited. Jenga Makers is an alternative, affordable building product manufacturing company. We manufacture building materials, and our first building materials are these. These are called pavers.
Oh, okay.
But made out of recycled waste.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that is what we do.
When did you start this?
So, in terms of research and development, we started in 2017. In terms of operations, we started in 2020. That is our first in market.
Okay.
Yes.
What inspired this?
What inspired this? I was just tired. I was fed up.
What are you fed up? What do you mean you're fed up?
I was fed up with just plastic.
Oh, really? So you were seeing plastic everywhere and it was pissing you off?
Yes, it reaches a point where like, why should that be this? And then on the other flip side of that is I was also curious. I wanted to see what more can you do with this plastic other than just recycling it and making other new products.
Okay.
So that's what we started, and we started upcycling plastic.
So tell us more about yourself. Where did you go to school?
So I went.
You're Kenyan?
Yes, Kenyan born and raised. I spent most of my life in Nairobi. That's where I've studied. High school I went to St. George's Girls and uni.
St. George's.
Yeah.
Okay.
And uni. Where were you?
I was in Milimani Primary.
Okay.
If you're from St. George's, leave a comment.
Yes. And then high school, uni, I went to JKUAT. That's Jomo Kenyatta University.
I know there's so many guys who went to JKUAT.
Yes.
So,
JKUAT massive.
so yeah, it feels good to know that a Kenyan can actually come up with such great ideas. And my favorite part about this whole thing is that you're a woman. So for me, I feel it's like double inspiration.
Okay.
Not only can anyone do it, if a woman can do it, all you young girls watching, and be inspired because I am.
Thanks so much.
So how was it starting this business? Like, was it something that just took off?
Oh.
Tell us about your story.
It took me about 3 years.
3 years.
3 years of making no coin.
No coin for 3 years.
Yeah, just
there are people who start things for like a week, a month, and they're tired. They're like, no, it's not giving me money. Let me try something different.
You should. Patience is a virtue, and that I've learned the old-fashioned way. Patience is a virtue. Because I started this in 2017. That was in research and development phase, and I started just making like building blocks, and I'll not even call them building blocks. They were just an idea. Like they were not. It was not the best, but it proved the concept.
So where did you get this idea?
So my background is in material science and engineering. That's what I did. So in 𝙏𝙝𝙖, I did Bachelor of Science in Physics. I majored in Geophysics and I minored in Material Science. And then after that, I went to work in oil and gas. I worked in oil and gas sector for like 2 years, and then I realized I don't like it. And then I moved. So I used my material science as a backup. So that's when I started doing research and development to see what more can be done. Because the idea was to use plastic in building. How? Not yet. So I went to the internet and I found different projects all over the world that have been done, similar projects. I started contacting some of them, and then what I realized is, in fact, one of them told me, I can help you, but you need to figure out how it works in your home country. So that's when I started now getting plastic waste, putting in my mom's backyard, and prototyping.
That's also funny.
Yeah.
You mean you left your luxury job in oil and gas, and I think this is about, you're telling me this is about the time when Kenya discovered oil.
Not discovered, but this was when we were still in the early stages of the exploration.
So you are in that team?
Yes, I was in that space.
So that means I hear it has money. This is
Yeah.
this is a sector that has good money. So why would you leave that to pick plastic and put in your mom's backyard?
Yeah, I think as I was telling you, in my previous job, I didn't get that fulfillment. Something was missing. I always knew I wanted to do something in the environment, because I wanted to create, as my friend says, I want to create a dent in the universe by impacting the environment.
Wow.
So I knew I wanted to be in the environment space, and I knew I wanted to be in the manufacturing space, but I didn't know how.
That's the thing. Many people, you want to do something with your life, but I feel the most encouraging thing about that is you don't have to have it all figured out.
True.
You take it one step at a time.
True, that's true.
Yeah.
One step at a time. So I think that was it. That was in 2016. That's when I realized I am not happy where I am. I'm honestly speaking not happy where I am. And I said I always wanted to do something that when I sleep, I wake up, I feel joy. Just I'm going to do that. Every day it's a joy. So that's when I quit my job in 2016, and 2017 I told my mom I want to make building products from plastic waste.
How did your mom take that?
At first she was a bit sad and disappointed, because she saw, coming in the context, or rather in the setup in Kenya, where you have to finish school, get a good job, and then get start your life and all that stuff. So here I got a good job, but then I am throwing it all away. So of course she was a bit sad. But then I told her, you'll be surprised, because I want to do something that makes me happy.
Wow.
So she was like, okay, fine, if that's what you want, so be it. I'll support you.
So you're telling me your neighbors thought you were mad? Thought like someone bewitched you because it wasn't. That's what you're telling me earlier, right?
Yes. I was sure. I was like, yes, I am quitting my job. It's done. Colors. And then I started bringing plastic waste in my mom's backyard.
Where are you getting this plastic?
Like, I will literally
You're going out to collect?
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
I know. I'll be
my
collecting,
gosh.
and then I'll bring them to my mom's backyard, and I'll just pile them.
I understand why people thought you were bad. Wow.
Yeah, because in African setup, that's ideally what people say, mad. So yeah, and I started collecting, and then my neighbors told my mom, you see now,
She's gone crazy. She's
done.
gone
Like, yeah, she's done. But then I told my mom, just wait, just hold on there. So my mom was like, no, just leave my kid alone. She knows what she's doing. And then
Wow, you have an amazing mom.
Yeah, and then she came and told me, I really hope you know what you're doing.
What?
Yeah. So I did that for the collecting of the plastic waste. I did that for almost 2 months, because the idea was I wanted to understand what's the most common type of plastic waste we have in Nairobi, because there's plastic waste in different parts of the world, but the type, or rather the material structure of the plastic varies from country to country. Like for example, in the US, the PET, the one I'll show you, the PET is slightly less dense than here in Kenya. So the idea of me collecting was to just understand which is the most common plastic in Nairobi.
Okay.
So that's why I was collecting, because every day I'll collect and say, okay, I've seen this type yesterday, I saw this, so this means it's a common type of plastic. I'll put it.
So you're actually applying what you learned in class in real life?
Yes.
So how long did it take you to come up with your first brick?
So the whole process took me about 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like
You mean
pregnancy.
9 months of trial and error?
Yes.
What?
Yes, 9
Are
months
you
of trial and
serious?
error.
You tried over 1,000 times. When it came to the light bulb, it's a similar story.
Thomas Edison.
Guys,
Yeah,
you know how it is. I left school many years ago. So yeah, I love the persistence. You kept trying for over 9 months and finally you came to that perfect break.
Yes. It was not perfect.
Mhm.
Oh, it
Far
was
from
far
perfect.
from perfect. But it proved the concept.
Wow.
And that is what now people like, you realize when you do something over and over again, of course you feel like you lose like the morale, you lose the motivation because you're not seeing like immediate results. But what you're not seeing is you're gaining knowledge.
Wow.
Because over the 9 months, by the end of the 9th month, I was not the same as the beginning in terms of the knowledge I had. Because during that time, I tested and tried different plastics, and then I saw, okay, when you do this is what happens. When you try this type of plastic, this is the outcome.
Mhm.
So at the end of the 9 months, I had one really very flimsy brick. It was not the best, but it came with a length of knowledge.
Wow.
And that is something that years later I've learned to appreciate.
Amazing. So after you get this first brick, so how did you move from that point to where now you manufacture so many bricks?
Okay, so after 9 months, I had the first brick. Not the best, but good the concept. So, and then during that time, something I forgot to tell you, during that time, I was not just working towards making that one brick. I would make one, and then to break, I'll make another one. Like every single day, I was trying to make at least one brick. And when I'll make one brick, I'll go like every week, twice a week, I'll go to like construction sites. And I'll give them the brick. I'll be like, hey, I have this brick, would you use it? And then most of the contractors will take it and they'll break it and be like, no, it's breaking. And I'll go back, I'll make another one.
Wow.
I'll come back and then I'll be like, you again. Okay, let me see how it looks now. Okay, now it looks a bit better, but let me try breaking. It breaks again. I'm like, okay, no, go back.
Wow.
So during that 9 months, that ideally speaking was
Oh,
the
that's
process.
very encouraging. And that's so inspiring.
Thank you so much. Remember all that time I was broke as a teeth.
So how did you survive if you're broke? Where were you getting your money?
So, I am fortunate enough to say the Lord blessed me with 2 gifts. Like I have many gifts, but this is the ones which I really use. So, I'm a really gifted dancer and I'm a really gifted engineer. That's what makes me happy.
So are you gonna show us some dance moves?
Yeah, why not? Maybe you can join me tomorrow. Tomorrow every Saturday we always have a dance class.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Taboretum, so you can join me there. So in the evenings I would go to dance. I will go to dance shows, I'll go to road shows, I'll go to promotions, I'll go to like different events, and then they'll get paid. And then when they pay me, I'll use that money to fend myself and also to contribute.
Wow.
So that's how I survived for 9 months.
Wow. That's very encouraging.
Thanks so much.
So now, how did you get the machines?
Okay, so when they finished making the first brick, we were like, okay, good, we now know how to make one brick. I was alone, and then I went and told my friends, the current team now. I told them, hey, I think I figured out how to make one. So now the question came, how do you make 1,000? Because you cannot do a project with one brick. You need a name. So we decided, well, if Mohammed cannot go to the mountain,
The
we will
mountain
bring
must
the
go to Mohammed.
Exactly, we will bring the mountain to Mohammed. So we started building the machines.
You mean you built the machines from scratch?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
So we decided, okay, what do we need? Do we need to hit the plastic, and we need to mix it with sand. So we looked on the internet. In the plastic industry, there's this concept called extrusion, where you melt the plastic and then you extrude it, which means like forcing it through a hole. So we're like, okay, fine. So we're like, okay, that's what we need. So we made an extruder. And then we realized, well, because we are using sand, we mix plastic with sand. So we couldn't use the plastic extruder, we needed to tinker it because of the sand. Because the sand it has a lot of what in machine call wear and tear. Because the friction is intense on the machine. So we needed to make the machine in such a way that it can be able to withstand. So then we made that, and then we were able to now make one mixture, like have the plastic and the sand mixed. So then we moved on to the next question. Okay, now that we can mix the plastic and sand, how do we form a mold? How do we form a brick with a mold? Okay, So we made the first load. Pressed it, was good. But we realized, well, you cannot press with the hands. We need machines. Okay, fine. What do we need? We need something that can always press after every 3 minutes. It presses after every 3 minutes. It presses. Okay, fine. Let's build one. So we designed one. That's how we made the hydraulic press.
Guys, do you understand how this is mind-blowing? This is a woman. She came up with an idea, and in spite everything, she decided that no matter what, she's gonna achieve what she wants. I love how she doesn't sit down and wait for things to happen. She makes them happen. That's very impressive.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much. So then that was a whole year once again.
Wow.
I think I have a thing for years. So a whole year.
So this whole time you're not making money?
Yes, from 2017, 2018, 2019.
Are you kidding
Not
me?
even a shilling.
How did you not give up? What kept you going?
Like the small wins.
Yeah.
Because we make the
Wow.
first brick, it's like
Gets
it's
you
not the best,
excited,
but
and
it's
you're like,
good. I'm like, yes, I think I have something. So
Yeah.
those small wins, people underestimate them. But those are the fuels. Because
Wow.
you're like, okay, yesterday I didn't know this, now I know this. Yesterday, because like for example, the extruder. So when we were doing the design, we didn't factor in the material, the accessibility of parts, because we couldn't access the parts very easily in Nairobi. So we had to, like, some of them were even redesigned it all together. And then there was one point where we had like a small misalignment. And the problem with machines, even a misalignment of 0.1 millimeter can make your machine null and void. So you find at the end of the day, you have a really nice extruder that cannot.
wow.
And there was one day we made that like a really small, like small silly mistake, if I may say so. It was literally a diameter. So the diameter we were working with is about 24 millimeters. The space we had put was around like 26 millimeters. So we are like 2 millimeters off. I knew we are done. We are done. But then once again, the one thing I want to tell everyone is this power in teams.
There's power in
Team.
or teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork.
Wow.
So we sat down with my team and everyone was just bringing ideas. How do we solve this? How do we solve this? How do we solve this? And the solution was as easy as just putting another metal there and just welding it again.
That's amazing.
It's not rocket science, but it worked. Moral of the story is, during all that period of time, we didn't make any sale. We survived on, we had secured grants and we were in the process of fundraising, so that's what we used to sustain ourselves. But then what pushed us is as I said, every small win we appreciated it. Every small win we appreciated it.
Okay.
And then in 2020 we had our first now launch.
Oh.
We launched a product in the market and then COVID happened.
Oh no. So what happened?
So 3 years of doing research and development, you come with a product, you even get certified by Kenya Bureau of Standards, and you know how that process takes long. But for us, it actually didn't take long. In fact, big up to KEBS. They took exactly 52 working days. I was like, oh, that's it. So after 3 years of all that, we bring the product in the market, and then we launched it in around May, and COVID had just hit Kenya like around March, April, May. That's when now people like were having like the first lockdown, we were having those like really strong curfews and all stuff like that. So it meant all that work for the 3 years was for nothing. Because we had told, remember we have the investors, remember we have people who had put money in us. And we had told them, well, by the 4th year we'll have started making money.
So what did you do?
So, first of all, we had to wedge through the COVID storm, if I may call it that. And how we went around that is we just literally started talking to individuals, like homeowners, like your friends, my friends, your friends of your friends, the friends of your friends of your friends. Just tell them, hey, we have this brick, we are doing, it's stronger than concrete, it's about 5 times stronger than concrete, it looks nice, would you want it for us to put for you a sample for free?
Wow.
We're not charging, we just want to put for you for free. And everyone was in the panic mood with COVID and everything, and so everyone said no. And it's free.
Wow.
I'm
People
like,
said no to free stuff.
exactly. I'm like, why? And then we went to this school, it's an NGO school, it's located here in Lungalunga, Mukurukayaba. And then we talked to them, and then we got this NGO to give us a grant. to install for them. So that was the first one we did. So we did that school. We paved the school where the children are walking, like, because before that they had like a maram, and when it rains it was very hard for them because the school is located at Mkurukayaba slums. So it's a very, when it rains it's not a really easy walkway. So we said, I think this is where people need our solution more, so this is where we applied. So we put the first project. And then when we laid the school, we did all these nice fancy colors. I'll give you the pictures. We put this, let me show you how it looks. Let me show you. Wow. Remember, we're giving people for free. They said no.
So how did you get from that point to where you're actually making sales?
So that's where I'm saying there's anyone who's doing a business now and they're not online, they're missing out. Like anyone who's not, who's in any space and you don't have like an online. Yeah, you don't have online presence, you're missing out. We posted the first project, the first one I showed you, online. And then we found like 5 people called us and they're like, hey, I saw what you're doing, can you do that in my home? Really? Yes. I'm like, oh, okay. There's something
When you say
here.
online, you mean Facebook, Twitter?
Facebook. So we posted it on Facebook, and then remember that time we have like about like 200 followers.
Wow.
It's not like something extraordinary, just have 200 followers. So we posted it and then they called us, hey, can you do this in my home? Hey, I have this couple, can you do it? Yes, can you do it? And then one of them said, I am serious, I want you to do this in my home. And they actually put in the down payment. They literally paid 100% of the project. I was like, okay, yes, we can do that. So that's when we did the second one, this one. This is the first one. The second one we did this one.
This is so beautiful. So I can't wait to call you to do my house. This is amazing.
Thanks so much. So we did this one. When we did this one, we posted it on, once again, Facebook.
Cause now came on.
So they come, hey, I've seen this one. Can you do that? What are those? In Paris. And then another one came. I said, yes, I want to do that in Nairobi West. Okay, say no more. We did this one.
That's so beautiful.
And then now it continued that way. It continued that way. So that's how we survived 2020.
So since then you've been making sales.
Yes. Now.
What has been your biggest challenge?
I think our biggest challenge right now is not demand. Our biggest challenge is supply. Our production capacity is very little compared to the demand we're having. Like right now we are in March. We are fully booked all the way to May.
What do you mean you're fully booked?
In terms of production.
Wow.
Like if someone
So
will
you're
come
making
now,
money like not
if someone will come now and
See
say,
how ignoring that
if someone will come now and say they want a project, we'll have to wait until like last week of April.
Oh, so it's not a joke. So if I want to build my house, I start booking now.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Because our production is very little.
So are you looking? Are you open to people who want to sponsor you?
Yeah, sure. We're looking for
Partners.
Both financial partners, strategic partners. Any as long as you are in any space, either in the financial space or in the construction space, call us.
Guys, if you want to support them financially, strategically, and what do the other
financially, strategically, and also technically wise also.
and technically as well, I'm gonna leave her link in the description box. Call her. You know, let's support Africans doing amazing things. This is so inspiring. What?
So yeah.
So what makes your bricks unique? You said they are durable, they are affordable.
Yeah, our value proposition is simple. 3. The brick is stronger, it's lighter, and it's cheaper.
I hear the rumor has it they don't break. Is it true? Future. This is clearly the future. If you're thinking of buying bricks, please don't waste your money buying things that can break. Buy something that will last almost for a lifetime. So I'm so impressed. So I've got to tell you, as a woman, I feel so inspired.
So much.
I feel like you're such a big deal and you don't even know it. No.
No, it's not big deal. It's just you just do what you got in this world to do.
So you feel like you're living your purpose?
Yes. Every
Wow.
day I feel like my creator brought me here to do this. Because let me give you like a small comparison. In our facility we have 3 machines. Those machines, I made them for a reason. So it's not their job to tell me what they need. It's not their job to tell me what they need to do. It's not their job to tell me how they need to do their job. It's for me to make sure they have all that so that they can do what they do. Like I build the extruder to extrude the plastic. So that's all it needs to do, extrude the plastic. Same case for me. I was created by my creator to do something.
Wow.
And this is what I'm doing.
I love that. So what are some of the challenges you faced as a woman, as a young woman doing this?
So the first one was the construction space and also the manufacturing space is a very, for the lack of a better word, all men dominated. And so, especially
Not many women are in the construction
yes,
industry.
never alone young people, like just women in general. So in the beginning, everyone was like, first of all, what are you talking about? Plastic in building. Umesikia wapi?
These are all men who've been there since independence, and it's like they just don't get me.
Someone has been doing this for 25 years. What are you
Where are
telling
you
them?
coming from?
Exactly. How? So I got a lot of, because this sector is very rigid. But then once we proved the concept, once we tested the first site, then people started warming up. But others have still not warmed up, because there was another guy I went to and I was pitching the concept and the idea, and I wanted to do a project with their company. And he told me, you're not even a woman. What are you saying?
What do you mean you're not a woman?
I am a girl. In his eyes, I am still a girl. I was like, fine. Of course, compared to the age, I am like his daughter. But you don't have to use that to like write me off.
Yeah, young people can also do big things.
Yeah.
Talking about young people doing big things, you've won awards.
Yes.
Tell us more about the awards you've won.
So we have won a few or a bunch of awards. The recent one is we won the UNEP Young Champions of the Earth Award. So that's Africa region. So every
whole of
single
Africa?
year, yes. So every single year.
Wait, don't just say it like it's this is a big deal.
Okay.
So how many people win the award?
7
7.
all over the world.
All over the world.
Yes. So every single year, United Nations Environmental Program, they sit down. So there's what we call the United Nations Champion of the Earth Award. So that's those ones are targeted on people who have done global projects who are older than maybe 35 and above, plus minus. I'm not sure about the age, but it's just people older than 30. And then there's young champions of the earth, who are people younger than 30, ideally 29 and below.
So 7 people in Africa got this.
No, 7 people in the world got this.
So how many people in Africa?
1.
Hey! Am I sitting with that one person? Mama, I made it in life. What? Are you serious?
Yes.
It's you in the whole of Africa. I'm telling you, you're doing amazing and you're so humble.
Why do you want me to go to that store and say, hey,
I want the award. Look at me.
It's unnecessary.
Wow. So what's as we finish up, what is your parting shot? How can you encourage the youth, the women, what is the biggest lesson you've learned?
Just start.
Just start.
Just start. Because the starting is usually the hardest. You have the fear of the unknown. So you don't know. Just start.
Wow.
And then always celebrate the small wins. Small wins. Because the small wins will fuel you.
Yeah.
So I survived for 4 years. Just in the small wins.
Wow. Thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure. I'm so inspired. Guys, let me know, have you enjoyed this episode? Do you like it? What do you think about her? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.
Where?